Tomb Raider 2013 may have been my favorite game on the Xbox 360, although considering it was one of my only games, it didn't have much stiff competition. But how does it hold up today? This is Tomb Raider 2013 on crack. Tomb Raider has one of the most unique title screens I've ever seen to this day. It doesn't immediately throw a Lara Croft OnlyFans skin microtransaction for $30 in the first millisecond, so it automatically gets 10 stars. Game starts and we're living Kodak's dream on a boat as they build up the tension for Laura's face reveal more than dreams. And wait, what in the hell is that? Why does her iPhone look like a literal damn brick? What model iPhone is that? The Russell Westbrook 11? That is not a phone, that's a lethal weapon.
Good evening, sir. I certainly hope you've got a license for that now.
The tension is real, and you kinda wonder how they'll make her look, since the last time we saw Lara, she was looking like Polygon Z from Pokemon. And, okay, I don't know what I want to play anymore, Tomb Raider 2013 or Womb Raider. Wait, I'm not getting cupcaked. How old is she in the game? Oh wait, that's the age of the game. She's actually 21. We get this cool teenager listening to music type vibe, which might have been cool and all if she wasn't listening on the cement block Galaxy S12. But uh-oh, there's a little downpour going on as we try to escape. How did water get in already? Are we up against Katara from Avatar? We try to escape, but the hatch is locked, so we get the sweet release of death. No! Someone we don't know who ends up saving us and is then completely abandoned as we make the leap of faith. How was the ship split in half? What happened while I was out?
Why are your hands sticky?
I was playing Womb Raider 2013.
And we get a brand new segment on the devs knew what they were doing. Exhibit A. We get thrown in some of the most realistic water I've ever seen. I could almost lick that off my screen. I mean, look at that flipbook PNG realism. We wake up on a beach to everyone screaming, and a dude we never see again getting CPR, which I guess we know what his fate was. We're about to be saved, and nope, as someone flips the switch. We wake all tied up without knowing the safe word, so we're in even more trouble than I thought. We burn our rope and whoa. I could feel that. Just kick me in the nuts next time, be a lot less painful. What? No, don't take it out. You'll bleed to death. Leave it in, dumbass. Exhibit B. We get a torch, burn some shit for the fun of it, hit some cans. Oop, yeah, we lost. Yeah, of course he heard you. You just burned half his base down. We gotta go. Where's my whistle? My whistle! Dude's like, come back. Yeah, sure, bro. That convinced me. Here I come. Oh, hey, I'll meet you there. We do another puzzle and have to get going as apparently Shay stole the Lisbon artifact again. So I did play this on PC, and the QuickTime events use both the E and F keys, so I just kept screwing up the QuickTime events, and these death scenes are absolutely brutal. Every death is something absolutely just terrifying. Who did this? This is gonna give me more nightmares than watching Jurassic Park when I was 5. Exhibit C. We escaped the cave last second while being critically injured apparently, which, you know, seems believable enough, adrenaline and all that. We find a lifeboat as, okay, we're crossing a tree now, a little less believable, and finally jump. Holy mother of all things, dummy thick, what are those hops? While injured? This athleticism is crazy, bro. She's playing for the wrong Raiders. After crossing this giant plane structure, again, while being mortally wounded, didn't know we got a stim pack directly from God. We get to the camp we saw and immediately start screaming out names like Ted Bundy still isn't out there looking to help us as we pick up the essentials. Food, what? Nope. Apparently a matchbox and a radio with a camera.
I lost.
We make our base camp under a rock with a conveniently placed fireplace and get a little background lore. The only thing you need to take from this is
home to the fabulous Himiko, mythical Sun Queen, and ancestor of yours truly.
Remember that now, as we get all the characters introduced and figure out why we were on that boat in the first place. An expedition to find Himiko's tomb in Yamatai. Lara says we should go east, no one's been there yet, and Dr. Whitman, head of archaeology with 7 PhDs or something, keeps saying, no, the books say it isn't that far east. What? No one's found Yamatai, you Doctor Who character. What do books have to do with this? No one knows where Yamatai is. While the crew is concerned about the storms, Grim, the absolute Giga Chat is like, storms? If it's wetter than incels playing this game for the first time, I can sail on it. This right here is 100% a TCLR subscriber. He's got a 15-inch penis at least, as well as being 6'5" easily. So if you want all those benefits and, most importantly, not want to miss out on future content, then leave a like and subscribe, as it also really helps out the channel a ton. At the end, the Captain Roth, who looks like a more muscular Bill Nye, says he sides with Laura, and into the Dragon's Triangle we go. A lot of good that did, Laura! We go hunting for food and find a conveniently placed bow 20 feet in the sky. We steal the dead guy's bow, get a little more crippled, kill a deer, and as sad as Lara looks here, dinner is dinner, natural selection, motherfucker. After a little skill tree guidance, Roth contacts us and Laura goes,
It was so horrible. It's all my fault.
Yeah.
Please come and get me.
Nope.
I have to stay here.
Now, as much as this is about Laura being a little bitch, I did include this mainly for future character development, which we'll get to. Yeah, Lara, great job. Let's make O.J. Simpson's job a lot easier by screaming and walking into this abandoned house. Really threw the assist on that one. It's the first and only tomb you have to explore, as we even get a sweet pickaxe from it, which is one of the most important tools you can have. We finally get back up with a crew member, Sam, and whoa, we have an actual Ted Bundy lookalike. Who's your friend here, Sam? Proving a little conspiracy theory, are we? We catch up with Sam, fall asleep, and wake up to her missing. Nobody saw that coming. We get caught in a bear trap of all things as we make Laura's case for being the next actor to play Hawkeye until we meet up with the rest of the group. They go to find Sam, and me and the product of Stalin's affair with an Australian go to find Roth. After resting up, we get Whitman gawking over a temple as we have to go through a tutorial to upgrade our axe to open the sanctuary. Me and Whitman realize, yo, we really are on Yamatai, meaning this expedition was technically a success if you take out all the deaths, injuries, and Lord of the Flies cult. Speaking of which, oh my god, thank goodness Whitman's got a gun. He only got a bow and arrows, man. Surely Whitman can fire some shots to scare him off. No trouble. No, I want trouble. I want that smoke. Give me the gun if you're too pussy. What? No, don't give it to them. Was Stalin's mistress his sister? Grow that missing chromosome back and keep that gun on him. What? You're handling this about as well as America handled Afghanistan. My attraction for Lara immediately goes to zero since apparently she's stolen attached Dr. Whitman's balls as she actually tries to fight back but is taken out. Just go along with them and do what they... So I just get spit roasted and go along with it? I'm about to be the #1 star on the casting couch and, well, would you look at that? They speak Russian of all things. After Dr. Whitman's live demonstration of the Uvalde Police Department, as I'm about to become a big movie star, nameless character number 4 sacrifices himself and I get left alone and told not to move, which, you know, kind of excuse the Lord of the Flies gang for acting inbred since there isn't really much variety you can find on a deserted island, but I try to find the guy who got shot since I wanted to know if I remembered him or not because I didn't know who he was. Okay, if you know who that guy is who got shot, let me know down below in the comments, as well as which game series do you think is better, Uncharted or Tomb Raider. We duck and weave our way through the startlingly accurate Ukraine 2022 simulator, which was pretty fun, but unfortunately we can't hide well enough, and we have to bite ears, shoot R. Kelly to keep him from playing Womb Raider, which damn. After seeing that, you can see why Laura would be a little upset. We get a Glock though and end up seeing Gowd for a brief second before getting in our first gunfight in the game. And then, everything changes. Lara takes a deep breath. I'm the Tomb Raider, goddammit, and it's 2013, so I have to get up, take charge, and become the Tomb Raider 2013 I was always meant to be. So we keep calm, gather our composure, come out against the soldiers, fire our shots.
Hits the side of the backboard.
We continue going through the village, which is on fire for some reason, kill some guards until we zipline our way out of there, scooch our way up some rocks, and get to Roth practicing for a spot on Peter's executive board. But he's injured. Roth's acting all tough. Yeah, this looks worse than it is. Let's go hunt the wolves who stole my transmitter, before collapsing like a Jenga tower. We climb our way back to the cave the wolves are hiding in and run up to the Ops' block, but they aren't home, so we take Roth's pack. Ah, there you are. After a little jump scare surprise, we get back, fix up Roth's leg as he finally wakes up. We have to send a radio signal out to get an SOS, and Roth's like, "You can do this, Lara. You're a Croft." What? Me? Me? You crazy? I'm not climbing up that mountain. I could die. Good luck, girl. Go get him. Okay, his leg might have had something to do with it. It was mostly his leg. But we climb up the mountain, get ready to take out these guards as I stealthily jump to...
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
We get Lara lore part 2 where...
This little fox, huh?
Oh, she's cute, huh? Yes, Alicia.
Alicia.
It's my daughter.
Oh.
14 years old.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Gentlemen, give a seat over in that chair. Got him.
But more disturbingly, yes, I said more, somehow.
So it's on the lock, right? And this thing comes looming at me. Looming out of the water it was.
So I give it a old Glasgow kiss, you know. Gets you out of trouble 9 times out of 10, that does. Took me a week to sleep that night off.
I lost it when he said the old Glasgow kiss, which does give me more questions than answers. Third story, and woohoo! Doesn't she have a baby? Muscular Bill Nye right here is about to have her screaming his name like... Next fight has us up against a machine gunner unleashing more lead than a Flint, Michigan glass of water, as he doesn't even give us a peek before unloading the entire clip in our direction. We send the gunner to Anubis before we get this primetime explosive opportunity to these guards, who somehow survives that, but an arrow to the hypothalamus does away with Iron Man. Exhibit D. We unleash some Nova 6 gas as this guy tries shooting through the bulletproof glass, which, along with the pursuer's shins, we shatter with a little flames. Hey, World War II submachine gun, that'll come. Aw, did someone get crushed by a rock? Kinda cool that you can let him suffer though, although it is a little, you know. And after we get one of the absolute worst traps of all time, giving me a whole 3 minutes to gun him down after blinding me, we get to the control panel as, oop, that's no bueno. Alex tells us, yeah, you better rev up those glutes, cause you're gonna need to climb that way to get the signal out. Another quick fight with the stormtroopers, and they decide to send out the mountain from Game of Thrones. Pretty much the boss fight is this entire chapter, but it's pretty easy. Just dodge and fire when his shield's down. You know, you'd think he'd learn after the 5th or 6th wave of bullets to the jawline, but I guess not. We climb up this comically large radio tower, set up the emergency broadcast center, and hey, they're sending an aircraft after us. We're saved. So we start Fortnite dancing with the crew, and even Reyes cracks a smile for us. It's either that or Roth gave her the old Glasgow kiss. Either way, we go down the most satisfying zipline the game has to offer, get a lighter, and set up an explosion to get the plane's attention. No one leaves. Oh no. We're in an anime! After realizing my time had come, I hold on to the little hope I have left and slide down the ramp with the plane to my back, run through the collapsing village, and oh, it's a good thing Laura's got there with plenty of time left to raise her gun and open fire before the pilot Come on, Laura, you had the whole submachine gun! Alright, well I guess just like the fate of the crew on this expedition, we can safely put this on you as well. We find a rope, so at least we can leave this plane of existence with honor. Do you know where you got the arm strength to do that from? Looks like I'll have to be a little more careful with my criticisms of her from now on. We finally make it back to Roth, see another pilot down, and after having the blood of one pilot on our hands, Lara wants more. He's gone, and we track him down to this really stormy weather air temple, and hey, there he is! Hi, Captain! The good news is, the plot armor is insane for us, so at least we are the main character in this anime. My god, Ted Bundy was the evildoer all along, who would have thought? After a little cutscene where a lack of sleep catches up to us, we all get captured by what they're calling the Guardians, who I assume own this fashionable abode with the blood-stained interior. We get down, and hey, Rothel's right, you can't save everyone after all. We hide as the Guardians comes in to check on us, so after holding my nutsack in anticipation, we slide through to the underworld, find a shotgun, the best gun in the game, and begin blasting barricades.
This is Yamatai.
Yeah, we kind of figured that out with Blonde Stalin, so what? Apparently this is Himiko's tomb with a corpse so dead even Quagmire would struggle getting it up. There's also a ritual on the wall showing, you know what, we end up fighting some goons and get a little help from some inhumane friends. Who are they? Well, we get a little story as we're climbing around the backside with unforgettable scenes like shit, they're here, don't leave us you coward, come back, and help, he's naked and it's hard. We finish a puzzle as some super soldiers try to stop us, but with the 12 Gauge Widowmaker we send him flying, making him look faker than the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We end up tearing the temple down. We also add in the shotgun only breakables in the inevitable slide scene at the end, which makes it even more interesting and keeps you on your toes. Sam ends up calling us after our near-death experience, talking about how she's captured and Fire Temple and Ritual, which from the story Lara told earlier, everyone except the main crew apparently probably figured out what's going on. Halfway there, Sam calls us again, but gets caught this time. And you can see around here is where Lara goes from scared teenage girl to a true TCLR subscriber, as she says, "Aight, time to go killing again," which is kinda neat to see the character development. We filmed some footage for our ISIS application, not getting banned Susan, get to a river, we try to cross over, and oop, it's slip and slide time. I'm sure I'll be fine. Dear God, Narcos filet mignon. This is not what I had in mind when I said spit roasted earlier. Makes the next death scene through the trees look like a family-friendly Disney movie. We go skydiving through some trees as Lara gets messed up. Wow. And now we're injured and in need of medical attention. The thing about this is that unlike when Lara got skewered at the start of the game, this injury actually prevents you from jumping over structures, which is pretty accurate. And apparently Caesar's Legions has escaped the Fallout universe and come through here. Go back to your own game. Shoo, shoo. And if you fall and hang off a ledge, you're getting little-fingered. Realism is nice, but aside from 10 minutes of fighting, it doesn't really do much, and I would have liked the struggle to last a little bit longer. We get to the plane where its supply of morphine has run out, so we'll have to make do with air fresheners to get our high now. Oh, Laura's injuries? She can cauterize herself with a fire arrow, that's fine. We get a nice soothing moment with Roth, who we ask to meet us near the palace gates to go get Sam in this area that seemingly looks like it's made for a Tomb Raider style of combat. Okay, we're kind of fucked. This fight was hard because these dudes were everywhere. Thank God their aim makes stormtroopers look like Steph Curry, but we get to the gate and they couldn't stop me, so they try to trap me, except for the fact that they're actually trapped in here with me. You know what, Soldier Boy, tell them what happened.
I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot the nigga. Bow, shot his ass. Bow, bow.
Oh, and they started throwing dynamite at us now, which, yeah, you can't hide behind cover all game anymore, so good luck, campers. But I'm beginning to develop the depth and width of my bag at this stage, so I give him the old Glasgow kiss. And speaking of which, Grimm's back. He escaped the cultists, and we have to go all the way around using the conveyor belt to reach up to Grimm's. Oh my god, they got Grimm. I'll kill you. Yeah, give him the old Glasgow kiss. 9 times out of 10, get him. Grimm, the absolute legend. Wait, Grimm. No, Grimm! We keep going to get our revenge, and whoa, we can talk this out! And after our light flashes before our eyes, Roth out here looking like the American sniper exposing half of Ivan's gray brain matter. After telling Roth Grimm's dead, he tells us to pick ourselves up by the prostate and keep going, in an Optimus Prime level speech that really reinvigorates us. We travel under a bridge with Roth for sniper support in a pseudo-stealth mission, and guess we aren't Corvo after all, but Roth is most definitely that guy. What a great mission, as we have to wait for Roth to blow the guy's brains out before we can move on, which is dope. Afterwards, we celebrate with Roth, ready to take our shirt off, and we get taken hostage, but Roth doesn't. You think Roth cares? Roth will hit the perfect angle and aim for your exposed cornea if you give him the opportunity. Another temple run as we get to the boys-only club meeting where they have Sam, but I put on my blue-colored hail and prepare to break the patriarchy, but these guys are stuck in the 1400s, so they just beat my ass. And this is it. We failed. Sam is gonna get burned and die. And remember earlier when I said remember this part?
Remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets.
No, not that.
So I give it a old Glasgow kiss, you know.
No.
Home to the fabulous Himiko, mythical Sun Queen, and ancestor of yours truly.
Yes! So Himiko brings in a little breeze to put out the fire, as Sam is the chosen one. Lara goes to prison, though, so she won't be able to see her best friend become a god or anything, but she gets the jump on the guards as she jumps off after apparently just figuring out the 13th reason. You'd think they'd send more than 2 guards with her, since Lara's probably wiped out half the cult at this point, but nah, just 2 goons is enough, I guess. The game gives us a tutorial on shooting the gasified piss before we get to a scene right out of The Walking Dead. Wonder if we can find Lee here. And the thing is, this is the only place I encountered these zombies. Seriously, no, I'm not joking. These dudes, I have never seen these guys once after I blow up the door and escape the zombie gladiator arena. So I don't know why they were even included, but okay. Finally, we get to find an opportunity for a pentakill. Quick scope some more guards and get to all our friends except Dr. Stalin and Sam. So we run away and light up the explosive piss gas as we try to unhinge the prison. Okay, there's lava now. No idea what I just did. Really pulled a Spencer from iCarly with that one. We have to jump off, break 2 valves, and shoot right in between both valves at the same time as we get our friends out, but we have to go another way, keeping Tomb Raider single player. We end up going to get Sam as everything is falling apart, which actually makes sense since, you know, Snoop Dogg's piss is pretty combustible, but anyways. This fucker is on fire and his first thought is, let me jump off the building. That'll help. As we get to Matthias' shrine and get some evidence of no one leaves except in English this time, so I wouldn't count on that plot armor anymore, Lara. And we, oh, there's Dr. Whitman, all free somehow, despite the fact that the rest of us were prisoners. How you doing? Anthropological marvel. Bro, the baked potato you call a brain is an anthropological marvel. I still didn't forget the time you gave up your Glock when they had a bow. He wants to help us save Sam, but we need a guard. Yes, a manly position Lara can't hope to accomplish, so yeah, he's gonna go be manly all the way away from the objective. You go on ahead, Lara, you got this. this. We get a little lore about Sam being the chosen one and how she's got Himiko's blood in her veins and whatnot, but apparently Lara's got ice in her veins as Lara promptly hits the off switch on the guard. I just noticed this too. Lara's hair is following physics, but Sam, he apparently filled that shit up with liquid hair gel. Her shit's not moving. Looks kind of glaring now that I noticed it, so literal 0 out of 10 garbage, unplayable Coomer bait. Okay, that last bit is probably the only truth about it, but the game's still great. A doctor. Okay, Ted Bundy's apparently evolved to middle-aged men now. Let's leave before he devolves back. We send off Sam as we have no cover to hide behind, so that sucks, but after a couple tries on normal difficulty...
Hey y'all, come look at this!
But after a couple tries on normal difficulty... we finally put everyone 6 feet under, take out more guards, get through Machine Gun Kelly's barrage, zipline in and drop them harder than Eminem when they had that beef with a goddamn grenade launcher of all things, despite it looking like a broken lava lamp. This is one of the longest fight scenes in the entire game. Thought I was watching a Naruto fight, but instead of 4 hours of the villain's backstory, we get 4 hours of me shooting with the accuracy of Jason Tatum in the NBA Finals. We tell Sam to go find Roth and save herself as we get caught, and this guy doesn't even try to kill me, he just wants chaos. Sets the building on fire and runs away. After climbing through some fire, we get stuck at the top, but hey, there's Roth, in a scene eerily similar from the start of the game, and this leap of faith is a success this time. Either this really is an anime and we have plot armor, or Lara is a WNBA prodigy. Remember, she's still crippled. Yeah, we ditch our friends too because the pilot said, hey, I'm not going back for them. But Laura pulls the Glock out on the pilot, talk about character development. Now we're taking hostages. But it's all for naught as the Lara and extremist jokes really just keep writing themselves as we triggered George Bush's PTSD by crashing this flight. What's that? Sorry guys, it looks like America's going after Iraq again. My apologies. Lara is apparently dead, but Roth gives her mouth to mouth without getting hard, so good work. And after taking out a couple guards, Matthias throws... Where the hell did he get a tomahawk from? Even Roth is shocked and can't do anything except sacrifice himself. We link up with the guys and Sam goes for Lara immediately, even though, you know, Roth's dead and all. You can save the old gloss gal kiss for later, and Roth's side piece goes,
Have you forgotten that she's the reason we're here?
That's not fair, Reyes.
You're right.
2 seconds ago she was like, you're the reason we're here. Not fair. Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? I just noticed, why the hell does Jonah look like he could be cast for the new Maui live-action movie? He's built like Patrick Starr during the Olympics episode. We give Roth a warrior send-off, but now it's up to our wits, as the guys won't listen when I tell them this is a magic island that won't let us leave, strangely enough. But she's right, a boat won't save us. We give Sam a Glock as we take some time to think for ourselves. Eventually, we try to make our way down, and we have to go through some guards, get on a primitive elevator. We end up ziplining down, and oh no, I know what a fight zone looks like. Laura, climb back up. After the dude says, friends, nice knowing you, pals, and opens fire on the platform, we go through a really fun drop scene where we zipline, slip and slide, and run through faster than Lana Rhodes' future baby. We get back and help the guys set up the tugboat, which looks like something right out of the Russian Navy. I do not want to go through the storms on this little dinghy. The only way I trust this boat is if I was playing a late 2000s Flash game. We grab a pulley thing to help us lift up an engine, and hey, it's Dr. Whitman, escaping the murderous warlords after getting caught. Again.
And you've barely broken a sweat.
Something is fishy.
Now, I'm not saying he's a backstabbing bitch, but Lara's insinuating it. And after a mini fight, we go help out Alex, who's getting some tools, and Jonah gives me a compound bow, which is an upgrade, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a bow connoisseur. We make our way to the Endurance, where Alex is getting tools, and apparently someone went on 4chan and said Lara's gonna be on that boat. They even got goddamn Shipwreck. What the hell are you doing in this game? Shouldn't you be back in AOT along with all the other Titans? As right now, after that... we can officially give Lara the medallion of certified shirt maker. We get back to our room and this mirror scene is always jarring. You went from Roth save me uwu to die you son of a bitch. After a little puzzle, we get to Alex who's trapped and not the good kind. We get swarmed by enemies and he gives us the tools and says go, save the rest, in a scene that would really bring a tear to my eyes if he had more screen time. We make our way back, deliver the tools, and tell him Alex went with the ship.
Anyone caught with you has a pretty low survival rate.
Reyes,
Better keep your distance then.
Damn, she really fucked her harder than Roth ever could. After a little post-trauma dinner without two of our friends, Dr. Whitman is like, yeah, we'll have a tale to tell. As if we're playing a goddamn game. I'm sure human lives are a game for you too, aren't they, Yosef? People are starting to get around to the island being cursed, so we climb to the research base where a notebook told us to go to find the secrets of this island. Again, climbing, murder, all that Tomb Raider good stuff. As we get to this elevator, this damn elevator, the only puzzle that ever gave me trouble, and even now, I'm ashamed to admit, I used a guide. F in the chat for my gamer badge, keep that shit away from me, I'm not worthy anymore. After searching up a guide to get this elevator down, we break the wheels, get to the only fate befitting my status as an ex-gamer, and after finding a shiny note in a seppuku sword, we figure it out. The soul is in the queen's body, and she's looking for a vessel. That's what she wants Sam for. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure most people figured that out about 2 hours ago, but good job, Laura. A little bit of a fight scene, nothing we haven't seen before, and it turns out the rest of the crew is dealing with the same thing. Rhea's acting like she almost died from a damn graze. I mean, come on, at least let a bullet go through her or something. Really pulling off the, yeah, I had to survive the streets, gunshots every night while I tried to sleep type of vibe. Whitman kidnapped Sam and disappeared faster than the Flash, and by Flash I mean Ezra Miller, and it turns out Laura was right, he's taken her back to Matthias. We convince the others to go save Sam and take out Himiko before she can cause more damage and let us leave the island. We leave the two remaining members to guard the boat as Laura goes in solo. Matthias, Sam, and Rat are all together, but before we can do anything, the monsters from earlier, the Storm Guard, are blocking the entrance, so Whitman goes, "Salutations, my brethren. Would thou care to grant us passage to..." What are you doing, step bro? After using, abusing, and throwing out Whitman like a used tampon, Matthias runs in and we have to find another way through. After sneaking in, these Storm Guard are terrifying. You really wonder how you're gonna deal with these guys when the time finally comes. What powers do they have, and how big will our rectums be after they're finished? This scene is great. Lara sneaking in, trying to be quiet through a literal undead army. Imagine communist China, but literal zombies. I wouldn't want to fight that. Nothing happened on April 15th, 1989 in China. And last second, the last little bit until we sneak past the Grand Army, we get Exhibit E. Unfortunately, despite trying to sneak around, Lara's too dummy thick and the clap from her ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. We move through their explosive and arrows, and there they are, the Storm Guards. They were as easy as any other enemy. They just had armor. Then again, so did some of the other enemies we fought. Look, what I'm trying to say is these guys were underwhelming. Apparently, I insulted the Storm Guard and left them with the difficult choice of death to me or seppuku, and so they send their entire army at me, and like the Germans in Operation Barbarossa, I don't think I have enough bullets for their men. With a damn sumo wrestler as the final boss, I pretty much go through everything except the dynamite, as they do have a lot of enemies, but there's so much ammo stores around somehow, like they don't even have guns. But you have to realize we are the main character in this anime, so the plot armor does make sense. Shrek gets thrown off the bridge, and in no way would the devs hype up this big bad guy, kill him off, and bring him back later. One last semi-difficult puzzle as it finally clicks for Lara.
Wait a minute.
Many have given up their souls willingly for this gift.
Now the first and last
So I
queen
give her
lives
the
a
old
half
Glasgow kiss,
life.
you know.
A soul.
Licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets.
Vessels. It's not transferring power. It's transferring a soul.
Yeah, she definitely set her intelligence to 1 and just put all her points into luck and guns. And it's time for the final snow mission. Matthias gives a monologue about, "We're the same, bro, you killed people too, we're trying to survive as well." And yeah, okay, that's fair, like, you kill one person and we all get to leave probably, better than killing 200 or so. But they were 200 NPCs and not the main character, so checkmate. After eviscerating his arguments, we gotta climb through the snowy chasm, activate our remaining 3 brain cells after taking the entire game to figure out the reason for the storms, and make our way to the summit where the ceremony is taking place. Himiko starts giving Sam that Glock Gok Ock 72,000, sucking the soul out of her as the storm picks up and we can barely move. One more round of fighting the regular enemies this time, no more Storm Guard, as we carve a path to, oh, who would have thought Shrek would have come back? He's pretty easy, as with Matthias getting cucked in the background as white noise, we just dodge, go behind, and shoot him in the back 3 times for 3 rounds each, giving more enemies each round and a little different attack timer. It's pretty much Elden Ring with an easy mode, and yeah, I'm now firmly in the no easy mode for Elden Ring camp. This fight was abhorrent. We go to Matthias, who ends up taking shot after shot as we give him the old Glasgow kiss as revenge for Grimm. And finally, Exhibit F. After sticking a torch through the heart, we finally kill the soul of Himiko and rescue Sam. After that, it's over. We get back to the crew and leave the island for good, as we get Lara's dad daddy issues out of the way and the monologue for future Tomb Raider games. So let me know down below if you want me to finish the series, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And for the final scene, we get picked up by Kodak's own private armada, and Lara goes,
I'm not going home.
She's literally home in the first 20 minutes of the next game.